across the desert, and the kingdom followed. It was at the Battle of Violet Fields that the end was set in motion, where the hordes of the cannibal saint marched upon the kingdom of myth, where a great many fell. Sa'adan the Leal, Sabielt the Unflinching, Serena Brightshield. And at the last, King Malavan was slain by his traitorous brother. The cannibal saint struck him down and consumed his flesh. In the end, the enemy was beaten back. It was too late. The day had been lost, and the kingdom broken. The saint retreated beyond the border forts as both attackers and defenders were left to lick their wounds. And in the years since, the world has limped on. The Acropolis of Nightholm is ruled now by Malavan's son, the boy king, Rubain. He is sickly, weak. And just like this new king, the lands around their great city wither and atrophy. The crown lands usher forth a bitter crop, hardly enough to sustain the people of the kingdom. The once great border forts are overrun and overtaken by foolish knight, bloodthirsty bandits, and worse besides. And beyond this, Visage, the lands of the cannibal saint stretch out, with further horrors still. And yet, even in this dying world, people still cling to hope. For there are miracles almost daily. Godsmen who preach the holy word of deities from long ago. Magics are found in the strangest of places, most often under the twin moons of Ezra and Constance. There are even those who have been known to commune with the dead. And there are many who have been lost. The Battle of Violet Fields was simply the beginning. The end of the world has been set in motion. All that are left behind can do is see it out, delay it, by years, months, days. But make no mistake, the doom is coming, and it will consume the kingdom of myth. It is inevitable. Above the wide and wild barren, the sun beats down, hot, hellish. It sags beneath the western horizon, unable to bear the weight of itself upon the blue sea of sky above. And as it sets, the shadows grow long indeed. Towards the east, mirroring the sun's fall, two moons rise. One orange, its name Ezra, and one blue. Constance is her name. Tonight, they appear together as the sun continues to set. Long have they watched over these lands, and long have they proved to be a font of magic. Heat rises from the sand, under which the horizon seems little more than a shimmering veneer, and against this liminal desert horizon and the orange light, 5 silhouettes move. Mounted they are upon beasts of burden, passengers through the barren. They sit in silence upon these beasts of burden, the heavy breathing and the hoofbeats of their mounts echoing out into the desert. And behind them, from the final horse dragging along the sand upon a long metal chain, there slides an object. Heavy, wooden, old. An artifact. An object of great power dragged across the desert by these 5. One that may hold the very fate of the kingdom within it. And in amongst this band, this column, this party, this cadre, Dylan, would you like to describe this group's tale weaver?
Sure would. They are a kind of slight, gender ambiguous looking person with a mop of unkept curly hair that comes down into a ponytail just tied in the back. They wear peasant clothes with a cloak over it, a sort of deep green that has definitely seen better days. And around a belt, they've got various different instruments and also a strung notebook full of pages and a pen strapped to it for when inspiration strikes. They look freckled from the sun and tired, but there's a smile on their face.
When was the last time inspiration struck?
Oh, well. When they met this lot. When they met the Soul Keeper. More like. Don't roll your eyes. I saw that.
It has been a day. A day, and already it has stretched on and on, like the shadow across the sand, as you feel this column of horses move around you. The path has been long, the road endless, as desert stretches out around you, and yet ahead, as you move down this well-worn road, you see ahead of you crossroads, bisecting. One right and one left. And in the center of these forks, you see a road sign. Wooden, old, very, very simple. And sat upon it, a figure, waiting, silhouetted against the sun, dark and familiar. And you know one thing for certain. Seeker Keswick, your doom has come. Seeker Keswick. The sun beats down upon you. The early morning sun, rising over the kingdom of myth. You stand within an open courtyard, within the domed arches of the western tower. Stone balconies all around you, and a spiral staircase leading down. The blue sky above you. These arches rising to meet one another, open to the elements and the sky. And in the center of this round courtyard, there stands a tree. A bristlecone pine, its trunk easily 5 feet across, alabaster bark twisting like a whirlpool towards the skies, and its roots bursting out of the very flagstones themselves. Its dead branches reach up and out of the domed arches above. No leaves rest upon its jagged limbs. Yet it is not devoid of life. For upon every surface of its bark, in multitudes, you see the songbirds of myth, larks, wrens, and warblers all. Have you ever known their song?
Have, in fact. Know it, and I whistle along with it. It's sort of like a second language, you might say.
What do you sing?
Well, the songbirds, they've got a few that I like. There's a little number they do about new beginnings. They sing in the mornings and right when spring comes, and well, an omen like this, I think new beginnings is just right, and I think I'd like to whistle that one back at them, see if they call it back at me.
I feel now is a good time for our first challenge roll. So,
I think you're right.
The way that a challenge roll works in this game, any time that there is a risk of failure, our characters will roll. The amount of dice they roll will be changeable, depending upon what they have, reputations, equipment. And I will not list this out each and every time, but for this first roll, you gain a d6 if you have a reputation that can help you. You can only use this reputation once, each refresh, which in our case will be an episode. You gain a d6 if you have equipment that will help you. You gain a d6 if you put yourself in danger. Unfortunately, if you fail, the threat of what is to come will increase by 1. And you gain a d6 if an ally puts themselves in danger to help you.
Mm-hmm.
So, with all of
that, well, I'd like to use my spoons first of all. My equipment. I'm gonna be whistling, but I wouldn't do that without accompaniment, and I don't trust my my fellow cadres to help me out with that. So I think that I will accompany myself.
I mean, how bad must it be if you don't sing to these birds and then our doom approaches by 1? It must be pretty serious. So there's a lot of pressure on you right now. So.
That's the thing, and you know what? If the birds sing it, then it must be true. So we're gonna go ahead and find out. So I'm gonna use my spoons to accompany myself, and I think I would like to use affectionate because, well, I love the birds like my own, and I think that when I'm talking to them, it's like talking to family, probably more than talking to most folk. So I think I would like to use my spoons and my affection.
Okay. Make your roll.
All right.
And let me know your highest number.
My highest number is a 4.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, on a 1 to a 3, you fail at your task and you suffer a consequence.
Mhm.
On a 6, you suffer no consequence and you succeed. On a 4 to a 5, you succeed, but you suffer a consequence. Seeker Keswick, what do you sing and what is your consequence?
I sing a song to open up the day, a little just a little good morning. But I end it with a little question. What's on the horizon? And the consequence, I think maybe the birds are a bit too honest with me. Maybe I get some bad news.
As you sing, and as you commune with these birds, they begin to stop, all of them turning towards you as you ask your question, cocking their heads. And then as one, in one almighty column, they fly up into the sky, twisting and turning towards the clouds. You hear whispers from them. Your doom approaches. One shall show you the way. There shall be 3 beyond. Then 2. Then 1. Then all will be dark. Beware, tail weaver. Beware the crossroads. And they fly up into the sky.
I stop whistling, keep banging on the spoons a few moments longer. Let that settle a moment. Then I turn back to my traveling companions and try to brighten that smile back up.
As you turn,
Yeah.
you see only one figure behind you, standing there, waiting, observing. You have been summoned to the king's quarters. The throne room beckons. As Shamini, would you like to describe the figure that Seeker Keswick would see?
The Soul Keeper has been silent behind you. She is pale, with dark hair, crystal clear skin, elegant, almost too perfect. There's no sign of wear, there's no sign of life having been lived. With a usually still, slightly icy expression. You see now, looking up into the sky, eyes drawn by the birds, just a slight flicker of concern across the face.
right, no, no need to look like that. Great news, even. The horizon spells doom, apparently, which I know sounds like it's a bad thing. And, and by all accounts it might be, but I think this means exactly what I said. Your moment, your story, your everything. It's now. It's gotta be. Doom means a chance for victory. Doom means a chance to overcome. And doom means a chance for a hero to emerge. And I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there to see the whole thing.
And you think I'm your hero in this story? That's what the birds tell you?
What my heart tells me.
Well, maybe you shouldn't trust your heart on all accounts.
I take it back. No, the birds told me that one too. Don't worry.
We have to get going now. And I think
we do.
She has got something in a bag that she doesn't usually have. You'd be sort of familiar with the usual outfit. There's a dramatic cloak. It's all very minimalist. But there is a bag that is new. And she's slightly fiddling with it. And as she turns, I think she'll see just like shaking her head slightly, just like slightly, it's like irritation, like something's irritating her.
What's all that? What's your shifting about?
Oh, I had to collect something on the way here for one of our traveling companions. It's not very nice, but I'm gonna keep it safe until it's needed, which hopefully it won't be.
I got arms. You need me to lighten your load? You need me to ease your burden?
You don't want this one. You can carry the snacks like you usually do.
You still trust me with that?
I don't trust anyone with anything, but if for some reason I should fancy a snack, I will be coming to you.
You're warming to me.
Absolutely am not. And she's like starts striding away quite quickly.
And I'll take out my notebook and write the date in the top corner. And scribble something about a call to adventure.
As these two silhouetted figures begin to head down the spiral staircase and away from this westernmost tower, the birds continue to fly up into the sky, from where they can see the entirety of the Acropolis of Nightholm. Sandstone buildings, towers, rooftops, weather vanes, streets, and life. The last of it. As beyond these walls, as they continue to fly up and up, there is the desert of the Barren and the Crown lands beyond. And as these birds continue to fly upwards, twisting and whirring in the sky, a single log falls off from the side and begins to dive down towards the rooftops. Down and down, until landing outside the entrance of a chapel. It pecks away at some bread that lies on the ground until an old man walking past, "Get out of here!" as this bird flies up into the sky. And as this cry echoes into the chapel, the sounds of the city begin to disappear as there is silence. Pews down either side of an aisle that stretches down. It is simple, carved with nothing more than faith. No money, no gold. Just the work of a belief in something greater. Red curtains descend from the ceiling, wafting in the gentle breeze. And at the altar, kneeling and deep in prayer, Fiona, would you like to describe the figure that we see?
We sort of alight on an individual who is definitely much older than the folks we've seen so far. There's a heaviness to the shoulders in which a long, dark duster coat spreads out from, probably covers her knees and legs. Proper worn boots with spurs on each one. I think her hat currently is off to one side because, you know, respect and all that. With her sort of long sort of hair, very dusty, blonde with quite a few greys in it, certainly around the temples, going down her back. Whilst her hat is off, she is still very, very clearly armed with her weaponry and stuff, but just a simple sort of hands clasped and sort of like eyes closed as you see the Oathbreaker in mid reflection, taking in the silence.
Does the red curtains just gently move, almost as though breathing, in the ceiling above you? To whom is the Oathbreaker reflecting upon?
A good many things. To whom is a question we maybe part to ourselves, but I believe in this case, to whom would be, well, of past deeds and going forward and currently seeing where next to go. So the current mark, I think, is in question. Unknown.
I was told that I might find thee here.
Indeed I am. I open my eyes.
You see stood beside you, wearing red vestments, matching the deity to whom this chapel is dedicated, standing beside you. Godsman Pius is his name. Long, grey beard, thinning hair. He does not look at you, but rather towards the altar in front of you.
Pious by name, and I hope by nature. How doest thou? The day is yet young.
I have been better. Thou hast had thy head bent deep in prayer for some time. Wherefore art thy thoughts?
And he kneels down beside you.
Oh, careful, good sir. I would fear you would fall and break thou's back.
Aye, not I.
Of course, thoughts are mine, and yet they scatter as a fish would when a hook lands into a pond. I am restless. There has been no sign, no nothing for my next quarry mission, so I wait here until I am called upon.
The call has come,
Oh.
Oathbreaker.
Happy day.
The boy king's mother has sought our prayer in recent days.
Ah. one of good coinage, good dedication to our worship, or something more off the books, shall we speak?
Of silence, of secrets, and of hope.
Ah, silence, secrets, hope. Interesting.
Godsman,
And he turns towards you.
visions we have received of a cathedral to the sanguine spirit.
A building so grand. Visions. Where? The sky, the ground, the sea.
The ground.
Hmm.
I wonder, Godsman, if these same dreams have met with thee.
I admit to you, in the presence of, well, and I gesture. It is I admit, maybe I am lacking recently. I have not received any pertinent visions, but as always, I am eagerly awaiting. As the champion, I don't like being left in the dark. Pious?
You mean to say the sanguine spirit hath not sought thee out?
I believe the spirit is contemplating measures. I have been champion for a long time. Maybe a new champion is arising. I understand such qualms, but I am always here, the ever faithful servant, and I will do as they will it.
A cadre is being formed to leave Knightsholm and venture beyond the Crown Lands. I have selected a member of our church to travel with them.
Oh, pray tell, who has the righteous honor of that cadre?
I have selected thee.
Ah, thought so. Bingo, I believe the word is. Very well, I will take such judgment. Yeah, and I get up and grab my hat and dust it off. Yes, to shake out the old dust and boots. A wanderer, I could do.
The king. He summons thee, and others. A tale weaver shall be with thee.
Ooh, a tail weaver. I know of that kind. Who else?
A witch.
A witch. Call them by their real name, Pious.
That I have not had the pleasure.
I look forward to meeting with them.
A grave whisperer too.
Oh, such a team, such a order being put together. How marvelous. Well, 4 and 4. I like it such.
5.
Nay, I count 4. What is 5th you speak of?
A monster, Oathbreaker. A monster.
Tis a query to have a monster with 4 fine fellows. Know you this name?
Ye shall find that out for yourself.
And placing a hand upon your shoulder, he begins to leave.
But I warn thee, he shall be thy charge.
Silence, secrets, and hope. That's all we can count upon. Lead on. I will investigate and organize this corral and deal with our own monsters within.
For the spirit.
For the spirit.
And as he begins to lead you out, and as your footsteps echo against the chamber, a dripping sound echoes out. Deep, deep, deep beneath the Acropolis of Knight's Home. A place where neither sound, nor scent, nor light approaches. It is empty, circular, a pit leading down into a chasm, the depths of which cannot be sensed, and even if one to fall for a lifetime, one would not reach its base. But in the center of this, the stone platform, circular, surrounded by a precipitous drop into nothing, a figure sits. Drak, would you like to describe the figure shrouded in shadow?
You see a mountainous man, sat, legs crossed. An elderly black man with dirty skin at this moment, hasn't had a shower for a while. Was sun-kissed, you can see mild vitiligo across their face and body, deeply lined by time and weathered by the elements. He has a grizzled grey beard framing his face. His build, about 6'6", is bulky, has the bulk of a former athlete, a very physical person, though it has been softened by time and age. With his hands placed, palms facing upwards, eyes closed, you can see they're calloused. His hazel eyes clouded by cataracts. I think as he takes deep breaths in this sort of meditation he's in, you can see almost a flickering, like embers coming off from the roof of his mouth. But it seems to be snuffed out by something, some other force, likely some kind of magic within this cell he's in. You see the gospel that gnaws, chained and manacled.
How long has the gospel been imprisoned beneath Knight's Hall?
It's hard to say. There's no real way to know when night passes or day starts. If you had to guess, at the very least, the last time he was let out to do a crown-given mission was maybe 3 or 4 months ago. The last time he had freedom, probably a decade ago.
And these missions from the crown, they always begin with a sound. And it is a sound that you hear now. A key in the darkness, turning. Locks clicking, gears grinding as the one door to this chamber opens. On the other side of the gap between your platform and its edge, you see a small rectangle of orange light, a silhouetted figure standing within it. And at his feet you see a large wooden platform beginning to lift, great iron chains straining at its heft as it slowly rises to form a wooden walkway across the cavernous gap between the door and your platform. there is an almighty boom. And it comes to a stop. And the silhouetted figure walks across. Doom. 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 His footsteps are like thunder as he moves towards you. This tall individual, broad-shouldered, taller even than you, bedecked in steel armor. Or so it seems. For his armor stops at the shoulders, and exposed arms gleam, just as his face does. Indeed, his entire body appears to be made of liquid silver, shining in what little light there is. A dark metal moustache frames his features, as do dark, dark eyes, as Sir Aurella the Steel-Skinned kneels before you. It is time for you to stir, monster.
Very slowly open my eyes and smile. I suppose the kingdom needs their monster again.
You have yet to repay your debt, beast, or the lives that you have taken.
I will jolt forward as if I'm trying to lunge at this knight.
Are you trying to intimidate him?
Yes.
Make a challenge roll. What, pray tell, does the gospel wish to add to this roll?
Oh, Donnie, just immediately? Yeah, I kind of want to. I have the reputation haunting. I would like to use that. I think beyond that, I don't think I have anything else to add. I'm currently more or less itemless at this moment. Yeah, I think I'll just go with my haunting reputation.
Okay, so roll 2d6 and let me know the highest one.
Okay, 6.
Even this gentleman before you, this man who has been your captor for longer than you remember, as you lunge forward, describe what happens to this man as he shrinks before you.
I think he lurches backwards, ends up on his behind, and he simply tries to crawl away. And before I can even get to him, I'm stopped by the chains, pinning me down to the ground. And I just laugh as I see his reaction and sit back down.
And as you succeed at this, just as Seeker Keswick did before you, you gain for your entire party a showdown token. And we'll reveal what that is at the end of the episode. But as he picks himself up and you sit back down, he just dusting himself off and spits at you. Remember, beast, your deed shall not be remembered. The lives that you took, the souls that were sacrificed to contain you, they will be marked. Not you. Never you.
I think you forget that in order for them to be marked, there needs to be someone left to do so.
He sneers, and moving over towards your chains, begins to unlock them, wrapping them around his thick forearm as he just pulls you to your feet.
Mm-hmm. Careful, not get any younger.
I know. And he pulls you towards the wooden walkway.
I'll follow.
out of the darkness and into the light you step. It is almost blinding, as everything goes white. And across the city, the Hall of Ancients stands in the west wing of the Acropolis, wide open sandstone hall through which the echoing of footsteps can be heard, soft, respectful, prayerful even. Not a whispered word passes through this space. Large columns line this giant corridor-like structure. And before these, knights kneel deep in meditation, for upon their surfaces there is carved the history of this city, of its founding, of its heroes, and of the great deeds that have forged its future. Only one column remains, empty, for the time yet to come. But there is one pillar, however, that has no room for deeds. Only the names of the fallen. It marks a battle, one in which the end of this kingdom was set in motion, one in which the lives of many were claimed in vain. They died that their fellows, their friends, their families, their lovers might live to see its end. Emily, would you like to describe the figure that stands in front of this one particular pillar?
Branwyn, the Grave Whisperer, is a small figure. They're not particularly stocky, not particularly tall. They are entirely hairless, and she wears sort of this sandy leather with a wrapped cloak in the same colour that sort of wraps around her head. Her eyes are almost entirely white apart from the pupils, almost unnervingly so. And as she stands in front of this pillar, she sort of runs her hand down it and across one particular name where it's almost starting to rub away and turn shiny from the number of times it's been touched. It's nearly over, Rena. It's nearly time.
The battle on this pillar. Do you remember it?
I wasn't there. I was waiting for it to be done. But I remember the messengers. I remember them coming back, giving me the list of the dead. Don't remember much after that.
What would you have done if you were there?
Anything. Jumped in front, stopped it, killed the fucker who did this. Branwyn's not frightened of dying or of the dead. People are more useful that way, but there was some, or one, she didn't quite want to go just yet.
What are you looking at? The memory of a voice from before.
Just the architecture's lovely. You've always liked architecture.
Yes. I like history as well.
Yeah. I'm a bit of a fan of history at the moment as well.
You feel fingers intertwine with your own. Do you ever wonder? So many of these people have died, and yet have achieved a form of immortality.
Yeah. Beautiful, isn't it?
Perhaps one day you see the ghost of a hand point towards an empty pillar. Our names will be forever enshrined, entwined in stone.
Stone wears away.
But love doesn't.
No. I'll be there soon. I think. Wait for me.
Grave Whisperer!
She turns and sort of, with one hand, sort of very quickly wipes away a tear.
You see before you a tall individual, his pale and craggy features framed with thick silver hair and a beard to match. His cloak is lined with fur that mounts about his shoulders, giving the impression of a hunched back, an impression that is only heightened by his limp. A wound left over from the very battle you observe in the pillar. As Salavir the Hammermite shuffles forward.
Sir?
The witch is on her way with her pet.
Great. 2 of them. Is it all in place?
Come with me. We head towards the boy king.
His Majesty.
Tell me, Graveskeeper. You were quick to volunteer. Why?
I'm loyal to the crown.
As am I. But we are in a place of sanctity, Whisperer.
Yeah? I'll say it quieter if you'd like. Just because I don't have the fancy title doesn't mean I don't serve him.
Have you said your goodbyes?
To who?
He looks towards the Hall of Ancients and back to you. Come now. And he turns and walks.
She follows.
You move through the Acropolis, out of the Hall of Ancients and through the streets. It is bustling. Life, cobblestones, businesses, food scarce as it is, bitter, acrid. Branwen, what does this place mean to you?
It's full of memories. Everywhere she looks, it's either a place she hid, a place she killed someone, or a place she walked with Rena. It's home.
And what of the castle that looms above you? as steps, sandstone, mighty and indomitable, move up towards the great, great doors in its face.
The castle's a bit showy for Branwen's liking, but it houses the family that kept her safe. She's loyal to it. She loves it.
Against the white of the stone, as you ascend, step by step by step by step, up and up and up, you see two figures that interrupt it. A tale weaver and a witch.
Soulkeeper.
Hello, Grave Whisperer. You are joining us.
We're going on an adventure.
Well, Seeker Keswick will surely tell great tales of all that we've done.
Can't wait.
I'm sure it'll be easy, given the lacks of both of you.
We are two very fine heroes of myth, are we not, Grave Whisperer?
Whatever you want to say.
My my friend likes to use that tone of sarcasm quite often. But it is
I
true.
know. I don't think anyone's writing songs about me, so come on, let's get it done.
She'll continue up the steps.
Keswick, as this individual brushes past you, followed by your companion, you see another ascending the steps towards you. As a godsman approaches.
And sorry, excuse me, and who might you be?
And now here is a true hero of myth. Champion, pious and noble.
I will look around.
I speak of thee, colleague.
Ah, 'tis one soul keeper. Well met, well met. Is this your friend?
Merely another colleague.
Oh,
Heart of my heart. Yes, I am.
it is good to finally meet you. Soulkeeper says great things of thee. I hold out my hand.
I know that's not true, but I'll take it just the same.
Oh, indeed, indeed. As I shake your hand, I grip it quite tightly and I pull it in and go, please be careful where you tread. I take great care of my friend and the enemies even more so. Let go.
Oh, you got a bit of distrust in you, huh?
'Tis a natural instinct, is it not?
Ah, folks are good. Most of the time.
Indeed, indeed. Well, I hope your goodness bubbles to the surface, just as a good soup would want with the accoutrements and such.
While all of this is going on, Branwen's gone.
You see Sylvia up by the gates, even in his advanced years, has outpaced you all as he waits at the front doors for you all to join.
You couldn't have got a quicker crew. They're going to be chatting the whole time.
We have who we have, Grave Whisperer.
Mm-hmm. Branwen's fine.
Branwen. And with that, he nods towards the guards on either side of the door, bedecked in steel armor, as they both reach inwards and push the doors open. Do you step in together?
Indeed. I follow.
I'll make sure my soul keeper's not running first. But yeah.
And Bramwin goes last.
And I shall the middle bit be.
As you step through this eclectic, untrusting crew, you are met with the throne room of Nightholm. Giant sandstone arches reach high above you, meeting in the center like the inverted hull of a ship, from which red and gold banners waft gently in the breeze of the glassless windows that surround this space. Iron-wrought candelabras, in the shape of crowns, covered in stalactites of wax, stand about the room, and all of them unlit. As cascading through, great columns of warm sunlight illuminate the space in white gold. Down the center of the room, a red carpet runs, like blood, to the foot of a set of steps that lead up towards a raised sandstone podium, where sat upon a bronze and marble throne, one that is altogether too large for him, you see the boy king of myth, Rubain. A sickly, pallid child, his mess of brown hair is framed by a simple golden band about his head. Beside him, her hand on his shoulder, there stands his mother, Queen Isolde. A simple white and purple corseted dress frames her pale, angular features, her impassive, beautiful face surrounded by thick brown hair tied up beneath her own gold crown. Behind the throne, there hangs a large red and gold banner that descends down, and a set of red curtains pulled back to either side, in front of which silently stands another individual, easily a head and shoulders taller than any in this room. Sir Artum, the Throne Guard, is a giant of a man, bedecked in thick armor covering any discernible features. And he watches you, each of you, as you enter. Silivar bows before the throne. I have brought them as thee bid, King Rubain. The king waves. Hail and well met, Cadra. And his mother just hands out a handkerchief, which he takes. I trust ye have not come far in your travels.
The Soulkeeper will step to the side so that the Oathbreaker and I are walking up together and kneeling in front of the throne.
Mm-hmm. I do likewise.
Branwen will kneel further back where she is.
A tale weaver! And he stands. What songs have you for me? What tales? What myths?
Oh, and this is a young lad, right? It's a young prince.
Very young.
The tale weaver will, Gaswick will come up to him and actually kind of take like one knee just to sort of get down on a level with him. My dear sweet prince, I've got plenty of stories for you. Plenty of tales, plenty of songs, ones of adventure, ones yet to come, songs about you. What do you prefer?
One of the mighty King Rubain, and and you see his mother step forward, placing her hand upon his shoulder. Enough excitement for one day, son. Thank you, Taleweaver.
I'll save him for you. And you know what? That one, King Rubain, it needs a little more polish to it. You let me work on that for you. I'll make it right for you.
My thanks, Daleweaver. And he sits down on the throne. I have called thee today for a task, one in which and he looks towards his mother searchingly. The cannibal saint is on the move once more. We believe he means to march on our kingdom.
And you wish us to stop such a tragedy occurring, my liege. And she says my liege, but she's looking at the mother.
She fixes you with a look, one of understanding. Indeed we do. But not in force, and certainly not head-on. She turns to one side and just nodding at the large, armored individual to one side. He bows, and moving behind the curtain, you begin to hear chains. As he steps on out, holding a single object, one-handed above the flagstones. From a chain, you see a wooden coffin. Its aged oak bleeding dust and dry soil from between its boards. All about its surface it is wrapped in metal chains, each link of which is carved with softly glowing wards, glyphs. He drops the coffin upon the ground, and a resounding thud echoes around the chamber. This is your charge. This is your quest. Our godsmen have communed with the sanguine spirit, and it has given us this. It is a weapon. Untapped potential. An uninterrupted oath. A means by which we may prevent the end of everything. We gift it to you, Cadra.
Looks like you weren't ready to open your gift just yet.
Nor shall you, Soulkeeper. Across the Barren you will go, through the Crown Lands, past the border forts and into the land of Visage. This coffin will be your charge. You shall not open it, and no harm shall come to it. You will find a cathedral, the lost cathedral of the sanguine spirit, and you will bury this coffin within its grounds, and you will return. That is your task.
Why would you want to bury such a weapon?
Can you make a challenge roll?
I always like the Soul Keeper, but what a shame that a box.
Bye.
What?
Are you adding anything to this roll to try and convince the Queen to accept your request for more information?
I'm not sure any of this is terribly relevant. One of my reputations is untrusting, which I'm certainly displaying. A lack of trust.
Just general vibe of this game.
Feels relevant.
Yep. See. So it is not. Would not be surprising to her that I would be less inclined to blindly follow. More information might be persuasive to someone.
I will say also that I am going to invoke a reputation against you.
Ooh.
Damn it.
Which is your secretive reputation.
I'm not. Hush now.
You Soulkeeper, you are known by many around the court. You are known for your power. You are known for your loyalty. But that does not mean that you are trusted. And as you question the Queen so brazenly in front of everyone, you sense a shifting in the room. From the knight, from the boy king, from the Queen, and from the knight by your side. Roll 2d6 and tell me the highest result.
Highest was a 6.
You succeed, and you gain a showdown token. As the Queen looks at you, do you know of the lumbering shrines of old, Soulkeeper?
Do I know? Is this in the visage?
I would say that you do. You know that lumbering shrines are houses of faith. Houses of faith that are raised above the ground and made manifest, living. Limbs they grow. High they stand. Weapons. Allies. Enemies they can be. To have such an object, such a creature, on the side of Nightsholm, it would be a boon indeed.
Now that is a weapon.
So you understand us clearly. This, and she gestures towards the coffin, is our means of securing that weapon. Of course, you will be traveling through Visage, a place that is controlled by this cannibal saint. You will require someone who knows the territories well. And she turns to one side, as from the other side of the throne, from behind the curtains, you see Sir Aurel, the steel-skinned, chains wrapped around his forearms, as he pulls a figure out. And the Gospel of Norse, the Gospel that Norse sees this assembled cadre before the throne.
Branwyn immediately shoots to her feet.
The gospel is in more appropriate attire now that he's been released from his cell, wearing a chest plate over a navy blue duster, just simple brown pants, simple brown shirt underneath that armor, and black boots with spurs. Still in their chains and manacles, being held by their jailer, but have now a battered Catamount hat on their head, and they look just almost very lazily across everyone. Doesn't seem to land anyone in particular before turning back to the man with the chains wrapped around their forearm. Is this today's group I'll be moving with?
Sir Aurel looks at you, and just slowly beginning to unshackle you, turns towards the Oathbreaker. His weapons shall be with you, and you, Soulkeeper, you will use your word to keep him in check.
But of
The
course.
shackles clink.
Indeed. How now, Gospel? 'Tis been a while since we last spoke.
Oathbreaker.
Oh, come now. We know each other more than that. What was it? Twice? Thrice we've met before? Each time ending in
Fortunately,
a
thrice
draw.
you walked away.
I call that draw, my friend. Or acquaintance. You are our fifth? I thought so.
I'll look to everyone else.
I am feverishly scribbling in my journal, watching the two of you interact.
So
There's something there.
Fanfic. And
Oh my god. The Soulkeeper has a hand on the bag, and I think I believe Gospel that you can probably hear your weapon that the Soulkeeper has collected on the way, even from there, and you can see this sort of flinching as it senses you, and the Soulkeeper can hear it and is trying to keep still, keep control.
Can you make a
Gospel
challenge
smart.
check for me?
Yes. Shit. I can't use. I don't get any thing for magic, do I? I will use secretive. Oh, it's been used against me. Does that mean I cannot use it as a plus?
You can use it to aid you,
I can use it to aid.
but I cannot use it against you anymore.
Okay, yeah. I would like to use secretive to hide the fact that there are voices in my head. That's 3.
A 3.
Highest there was 5.
Oh,
fail.
Oh, okay. Wait, you
Oh,
were rolling
rolled
3. Oh, were you? What was...
Sorry, I was rolling. I was just confirming that I was
Oh.
rolling 3 dice.
Lovely.
Oh.
This was 5. Oh, sorry.
5.
You got it.
Sorry.
You succeed, meaning you gain another showdown token. However, you suffer a consequence. Soulkeeper. One of the voices in your head. What is it?
There are people who are dead and gone, and their voices sound dead. They rasp. They sound like unnatural abominations of what once was life. And I think there are almost a cluster of indistinguishable ones, but the thing that she recognizes them for is a voice after death, rasping.
And it scrapes. Around your skull, it scrapes like nails on stone. As the Queen turns towards her son. You shall go, and you shall do this in my name. Prepare your mounts. Keep close your allies. Keep closer your enemies. And keep closest of all that which holds the fate of our kingdom. Do not fail me.
Well said, young king.
We are, of course, your loyal servants. And she'll bow again.
When we return to you, we'll have an even greater song, a better story than you could imagine. I promise you.
And he nods. And as his coughs echo around the halls, you have the rest of the day to prepare for your journey. What do you each do before you set off this newly formed cadre? We will start with Soulkeeper.
I will speak with Oathbreaker as we leave. You have a dangerous charge there.
'Tis one I have experienced many a time before. They are no danger, only to themselves.
Really?
Technically, that is what one would call a lie. But I just wanted to reassure you, at least a little bit, in front of your new companion. You try and hide that away from me.
What? Which new? What do you? I don't know what you mean.
Oh. It's very sweet.
Nothing is. I don't know what you're talking about. I merely wanted to say that I will keep this weapon of your charge safe. Between us, I think we can have him under control.
Sounds like a plan, my dear Soulkeep. I would ask, though, that you do not listen to any honeyed words that such a gospel may speak. He is known for enticing lies. My one was just a little one, and you even fell for that. Don't worry, I will not hold it against thee.
I did not realize it was a test.
Aye, all tests are a part of life, dear Soulkeep.
What kind of honeyed words could he say to one such as I?
Aye, to turn thee against me or the others?
My
Yeah.
my loyal colleague. That I should be turned against you, I think not.
Be aware, my friend, this is a difficult mission. One I feel we may not know the consequences till we are long since gone.
The consequences of this are the same as the consequences of everything else. Doom, myth shall fall. There ain't no getting around that, is there?
Ah, doom, doom, doom. That's all I ever hear. Come, it'll be quite excitement. You know of the Grave Whisperer?
For some reason, the Grave Whisperer has taken something of a dislike to me. I cannot imagine why.
I think, just from a brief, far-away glance, I would assume she has a dislike of everyone. So do not take it personally, my friend.
I don't take anything personally.
As they speak of you, Branwyn, how are you preparing?
While they were still in the room, Bramwyn did not move. She was just fixed on the gospel that gnaws. As he was led away, she followed them. There was no blink. It was just staring. And only when he was out of the room did she move. And she's fully prepared. She just heads down to her horse and saddles them up and prepares to go.
Tailweaver, do you mark this?
Do I mark this? I think the Tailweaver is everything that they see happen, especially since this latest member of our cadre arrives, has been documenting it as much as possible. There's something here. They just haven't figured out what it is yet.
You see this Grave Whisperer follow in the wake of the very devil themselves, moving down the steps, following an Oathbreaker, a Soulkeeper, down towards the stables near the gates of the city. The populace pay this quintet little mind. As you wade through them, they are focused enough on survival, but Tailweaver, you see in this Grave Whisperer the seed of some great grief percolating. and growing as she mounts the horses and the saddlebags. As amongst them all, Gospel. What does the Gospel see?
This is most likely the largest group I've been put with. At most, I'm put with one or two others. At the very least, two others that the Queen feels confidence can keep me in line, not 4, 3 of which are questionable. So I keep close to the Soulkeeper and the Oathbreaker. I have no reason to cause trouble just yet, and I think going too far from my jailers would cause too much trouble and not be worth what I get out of it. So I keep close. I assume probably ahead of them, so I'm within eye line of them. But I've been given, rather, I'm aware that my weapons are on some of these people. I can hear one of them very clearly, on one in particular. So I have nothing to prepare. Even if I did, there's nothing of mine in this kingdom that isn't in that cell.
As Branwen fixes up the horses, and as the coffin is brought by Sir Orell the Steel-Skinned, Gospel, is there anything familiar that Branwen would see upon your person?
I don't think I realized this would be familiar to Branwen. I don't think I recognize Branwen at all. But I have a bolo tie as part of my current outfit. It has a small golden bull skull kind of ornating it. Very simple, but very clearly well loved before it got into my hand.
Branwen's seen it.
You don't remember the string being quite so red, Branwen. It never did wash out. The horses are hitched and given over to the 5 of you. To whom is the coffin gifted?
I turn to the rest of the cadre and go, normally in such a case one would draw straws or sticks. I have my own charge. I think myself and Gospel are carried. Any volunteers for this?
I'd be happy to carry it.
No.
Grave Whisperer, you feeling heroic? Want to whisper to that coffin back there?
Want me to open it?
Do you want to open it?
Yeah, don't you?
I second thou will not take it either, so that's down to you, Tailweaver. What an honor it is to bestow on you this incredible artifact.
Well, the thing was, I was already carrying the snacks, so I felt like
is carrying the snacks, so I shall take the coffin. They don't have room because of the snacks.
I
Sure your magic won't do something to it.
My magic is entirely in control.
Whatever you say.
Well, an agreement, an accord. Tailweaver, I hope these snacks are as legendary as you pertain them to be.
oh, don't you worry, they're not. But they'll keep us going.
They're very good snacks.
As Sir Orell observes you all, and just nodding towards you, Soulkeeper, just hitches the chain connecting this coffin to your mount and steps back. Branwyn, from it, from the depths of this coffin, you hear an imperceptible whisper. The dead linger within it.
Huh.
The large gates of the Acropolis begin to move open, and the crown lands beyond stretch forth. Who is leading?
Brahman will go first.
I will follow with Gospel beside me.
Ed, would it have been too disruptive for me to have done something to prepare while everyone was getting ready?
Absolutely not.
Just like before we leave this place, and maybe while people are settling and preparing and sneaking off and being so very mysterious, the Tail Weaver would gather in the center of town. I know that people here are a little bit despondent, but if you stand somewhere central and you engage enough, perhaps you can gather people one by one and bring them to you into a little bit of a story. And they're not singing a song, but they are playing the spoons in sort of like a rhythmic way that sort of guides people to them and tells the tale of what just happened.
It's a secret.
Secret mission.
You can see the shadows in it. I love this.
All the names have been changed. Really like this
It's
fictional.
Both Meeper and Ol Meeper.
It's not a one-to-one tale, but it is a tale of a group of just the best heroes that this land has ever seen, will ever see. Oh, you think that we've had heroes before, but we haven't. And I'll tell you, I've seen them. I travel with them myself. And anything bad, what's got you down, what's holding us all back, these are the ones that are going to fix it. And there they are. Those, the bravest. They're heading out. I can't say what for. But what I can tell you is that things are going to change around here. Around everywhere. Leading them all, the Soul Keeper. The most powerful, most humble, most honorable among us. And I know. She's my friend. No big deal. Ain't no thing. And I'll finish my little story, and I would like to use my ability enshrined in song, a new tale, to give the Soul Keeper honorable as a new reputation.
Thanks, I am honourable.
Roommates, they were not.
And I will ask you as well, Tail Weaver. Can you make a challenge roll for me, please?
Would
see
love
you
to.
Inspire these folks before you.
I would like to use Sly for this, and my spoons, of course, and I guess that'll be it. Come on. That'll be a 6.
You gain another showdown token. As this tale, and these spoons, and this song lilts over the people of myth, For the first time in a very long time, you see smiles. And you see hope. And this song, it follows you as you mount your horses. Even as this coffin is dragged behind you, it follows you out of the gates into the Crown Lands, down this long, long, long road. You ride. As this song lilts in the air, following you, drifting, weaving, here and there upon the air, you see larks, you see wrens, you see warblers, twisting and turning across the desert and into the violet fields themselves, as on this single path you are met on either side with colour, fields of roses, each petal a different shade of lilac, violet, purple, as far as your eyes can see. It is a familiar sight to some of you, and you know that beneath these flowers, all of you to a one know that lying buried are the dead. All those who fell in defense of Nightholm, of myth, of you. And as you ride through this most sacred of battlefields, and you blink against the sun, and almost like images burned against your retina, what is one still image that each of you remember from that day? Oathbreaker.
I think I remember seeing the Soul Keeper and how they looked to the Tail Weaver in that moment, and smiling to myself, knowing that we will be having words later.
Soulkeeper.
Something remember from today, or something remember?
It's up to you.
Okay. I think the Soulkeeper sees these violets and remembers what was here before, and no one in myth knows where the Soulkeeper was on the day that King Malavan died in the Battle of the Violet Fields. They were not a hero at that point. They were not known. They were not a champion of myth. No one knows whether they were there at all, but they were, and they remember, and they are remembering seeing the dead, and again hearing those voices, and the memories of the sight of corpses through the violets mingles with the sound of the gospel that gnaws weapon whispering in her ears.
Gospel.
I remember the sights on the other side, looking at the kingdom, the walls protecting it. As I headed one of the charges of creatures and beasts Cannibal Saint sent. An image I remember is bodies strewn across these fields, many of them with wounds inflicted by myself.
Branwen.
Branwen doesn't remember an image. She has envisioned it time and time again. And it is the face of Rena on the battlefield. And looking into her eyes and then seeing the blood flow down her tie, staining it red. And she struggles to concentrate on that image as she goes through the fields because all she hears is the screams of the dead.
They rise up amongst the flowers, They choke the air. And unaware of all of this, Tailweaver, as you ride, and as you take in the sun that slowly begins to set, you cross beyond the boundaries of the violet fields. Ahead of you, you see crossroads. One road goes right, and one left. And between both roads, a figure perched upon a road sign, silhouetted against the sun, waits. And you know one thing for certain. Your doom has come. The figure cuts an angular silhouette against the sky, looking almost like a scarecrow. All long limbs and thin torso, but instead of straw, all about his frame, there are feathers. Long, spindly fingers cradle a lute, and a tree stands beside him. And for a moment, all of you swear that you see resplendent and verdant leaves upon its boughs, before you realize that sitting there, still and silent, is a flock of avian creatures, the songbirds of myth, larks, wrens, and warblers all. As the figure raises his head, and from underneath a wide straw-brimmed hat, gleaming yellow and black teeth grin out, followed by a raven-like nose and beady eyes. Seeker Keswick, when is the last time you crossed paths with Stride Shanks Brandon?
Oh, well, it's been a while. It's been some time. And glad of it. Probably I wasn't hoping to see him anytime soon. We can manage this.
As you approach, he stands almost defying gravity upon the road sign before he hops off and down onto the ground and bows. Greetings, Seeker Keswick.
Course, and of course, returning the bow. Quite good to see you too. In fact, you know what? I hadn't pieced it together, but the birds told me I'd be seeing you today. I just didn't think it would be you. But funny the way things go like that. They never get so specific with their messages, and you know what? You could if you wanted to. Anyhow, how you been?
I have been well, Seeker Keswick. What about thee?
Been, you know what? I've been great. Never better, in fact. Might I introduce you to the bravest and finest hero ever to grace this green earth?
Oh. I know who thou art. So,
Of course you do.
but
Of course you do.
Who is this?
wouldst thou do the honors, Seeker Keswick?
Well, I'd of course love to. I would love to introduce you all to Stride Shakes Brandon, another tail weaver like myself. Very, very, very fine tail weaver indeed. Great with the chorus of songbirds. Incredible.
When they do sing of a new story, a
Mhm.
quest, worthy of being recorded in the annals that chart this last age of the world that remains. How art thou feeling, Seeker Keswick?
Like I said, I'm blessed. I'm traveling with the best and greatest. And we're on a quest here. And, Birds told me you'd be showing us the right way to go. So I think, truthfully, everything's coming up, Keswick. I'll stand by that.
Four dooms there shall be. The first shall humble thee, the second tempt ye, the third break ye, and the fourth will end thee. I am thy first.
Ah.
Keswick,
So
who
what
is
is it?
this?
Oh, just an old man looking for one last glory. That's all.
Is this man bothering thee?
I bet he'd like to. But you know what? I meant what I said. I'm just fine.
I propose a test of skill, of wit, of strength, what have ye. Cadre! And he turns towards the rest of you. 2 tale weavers there stand before ye. 2 songs we shall sing. And from one of ye a tear shall be drawn and marked upon this first chapter of thy journey. Now, whosoever moves thee to emotion shall be victorious.
Art thou a tale weaver, or art thou a prophet?
Oh, thou hast the right idea. The two are interlinked, I would say. The two are intertwined in stone. And he winks at you, Branwen.
If your words have a tendency to come true, then I'm not sure we want to hear any more of them.
That's not the only reason you don't want to hear his songs.
What is another reason?
Oh, they fall a bit flat.
There we go. You have bad songs.
I want to hear it.
Do thee.
Nay, if it will get us along our journey quicker, do be so with the test. I too will see this. Tailweaver, show us your metal, please.
We know who will win. This is a waste of time.
All right, that's true. Let us play, let
You
it play
mean
out.
me, don't you?
Merely going off your report upon their skill.
Of course.
Well, first of all, because this is a wager, Seeker Keswick, what art thou willing to lose, and what would thou ask of me in return?
I know the only thing that you're after, the only thing that you could want, is more of what you already took. So, how about I offer you my songbook?
A songbook. Ye shall be powerless without it.
Trees keep growing, paper gets made. I can figure something out.
We have money. What use is a book? I will pay you finally.
What use is money in these dying lands? A book. For a tongue, I will gift thee my tongue, and thou shalt know the singing words of the singing birds by rote.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll take that wager. That sounds good. And I can't wait to ask the birds what they really think of you.
Well now, shall we sing?
I think we shall.
Can I just sidle up to the Oathbreaker? Have you ever... Do you know how to cry at all?
I do not understand your query. You need me to produce some sort of emotion.
Yes.
Me specifically. I can try, but I fear that'll be an even greater test than these two tail weavers. Maybe kick me in the shin. Maybe that will help.
So, we have entered our first showdown.
That's
Now-
not good, is it? Doesn't seem good.
A showdown is always undertaken by one of your cadre. In this case, it will be our esteemed tail weaver, Siki Keswick. Now, at the beginning of this episode, the beginning of this chapter, the threat of this challenge was set at 10. But with each success that you have garnered, you have gained a showdown token.
Okay.
You have gained enough to reduce the threat to 5. So,
Okay.
Wait, what does that mean?
Well, it's doable.
wait, I forgot what the numbers mean.
So Dylan, you will be facing down and you will be rolling a d6.
Mhm.
You need to get higher than a 5.
Oh.
Higher
result-
or A5?
It is.
It says more than. If it is, yeah, if it is between the target and the threat, we, I think it's that we
Oh, yeah.
defeat the threat, but we still suffer a cost.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah.
there will be a cost to this. That if you lose this, you will suffer. And the nature of this cost can add a +1 to a +5 on your roll. So, you have offered up a songbook. How much do you think this will add to your roll, Sika Keswick?
I'm gonna say this songbook has everything that they've written, not just songs in it, but it also has everything they've written about the Soul Keeper in it. I think it's pretty, and I think it has the beginnings of the stories they've started to compile, and I think that is pretty. I think that's pretty hefty. I would say, what is it? What are my options? It's between a 1 and a +1 and a +3.
5.
Yeah.
Oh, +1 and +5. Okay. Can I argue you for a +3
Absolutely.
on this?
So,
Okay.
Sika Keswick,
Yep.
can you roll a d6 for me and add a 3? You need to exceed a 5.
Okay, so you
You
just
need-
need a 3 or
We
above.
just need a 3 or above.
Just not a 1 or a 2.
Easy.
Just not a 1 or a
Just need
2.
3 or above.
It's fine. It's just a book.
Oh my god. 4.
Eh.
Sika Keswick,
Okay.
describe these two performances for us.
I think the two being mine and his. Okay.
Yes.
I think Keswick lets Brandon go first. And Brandon Brandon sings a tale that is quite familiar. Sings a song about the Russell and Grey River. How when the seasons need to change, it needs to go to sleep, become still, but there's so much life teeming within it that it just can't. Till a tale weaver came and calmed its soul and sung it right to sleep. And how that let the world and life and people let go of things and say goodbye to things and start fresh and start new and get a chance to begin again. It's a beautiful story. It's my story. And he didn't tell it right. Quite frankly. You know what? That would have made y'all cry had he sang it with a little bit of passion. But it was empty. Because he stole it. And then Seeker Keswick, after that little outburst, takes a knee to sing his song. Spoons on his knee. And it's got a nice melody to it, but it has a sort of spoken word rhythm to it, less than a song. Sings about the end coming and what that could mean. Could mean saying goodbye to a lot of people and how scary that is. To just be gone. To have nothing left of you. To reach the people you cared about while you were here. To not be able to talk to them or hold them or help them anymore. To just have it be over. All like that. And how we got to fight to love everyone we love as much as we can, as aggressively as we can, as honestly as we can while we're here. So that when we go, we're everywhere in the lives of those who matter.
From whom do you elicit a tear?
I think that I was speaking to the Soul Keeper. But I think Branwyn gives me the tear.
I also think the Soul Keeper was not really listening for a lot of it. Blah, blah.
Love to hear that. Thank you.
Yes, everything will be over. She's there like, okay, if I stamp really hard on the Oathbreaker's foot, you know.
Indeed. Yes,
this guy
quick,
gets to
do
know
it
she's
now.
like- and I think there is just a moment in the song where she's like, yeah, everything's going to be gone. Where she just suddenly go like, oh, that does include Keswick. And she just sort of stops and gets slightly lost in thought and never quite gets around to stamping on the Oathbreaker's foot, you'll be pleased to know.
I sigh inwardly. Whew. Phew.
My, Seeker Keswick. A deal is a deal. You'll
That
want
it
to
is.
take the right road, all of you. But, I want thee to know, I know thy secret, Seeker Keswick.
You know my secret. Well, if you feel like sharing, you just let me know. I'm an open book, you know that.
He suddenly leans in directly to your ear and whispers, I know where thou wert at the Battle of Violet Fields.
Does that take a ride?
Alrighty ho.
Aren't you
I
meant to
will
take
s-
his tongue?
Right you are. And I am a man of my word. And he takes out a blade. I will see thee at the end of this tale, Seeker Keswick.
Oh, looking forward to
be-
it.
I will be there to record your final song. And with one swipe, silhouetted against the sun, you see a shadowed tongue separated from a shadowed mouth as it is placed in your hand, Seeker Keswick.
Thank you for that. Been lovely as always.
Oh my god.
The birds
Come on, let's head to the
watch
right. Now, as we walk down, I just kind of try this on, and so he sucks, right? He must suck. Like, I mean, you got to listen to him all day. I mean, not anymore. Right? You got me now.
His
The
music's
birds.
very bad. Very bad music.
The birds shooting up in a column from the tree, forming a cloud above your heads. They follow, and they listen, and they converse, and they talk with the Tale Weaver in your midst. As gospel, what have you been doing through all of this, as the sun has set and the moons have risen?
I had watched these performances initially with a look of amusement on my face, the same kind you'd look when a kid wants to show you a cool trick they learned. As it gets to Keswick's performance, that look slowly bleeds from his face. And it becomes empty, emotionlessness. Almost as if purposely ridding themselves of any feeling as Keswick performed. I think the only thing that betrays this expression on their face is the iron grip, the tightening grip they have on the reins of their steed.
And you feel something else. A grip around you. A red arm of glistening, coagulated blood wrapping itself around your chest and bringing you in for an embrace. Dost they remind you of someone?
Kingsman took everything.
Thy time is almost come.
And you feel the grip and the hollow, empty, reverberating heartbeat behind you.
When thou shalt take up thy weapon in my name once more, and fell thy fellows where they stand. Art thou ready?
We'll look during this performance over just slightly at the Soul Keeper, down at the bag containing my weapon, and then back at Keswick. I've been ready for nearly a decade.
Good. Right.
And with that, the hand releases you as you watch Keswick mount their horse, and these birds fly up into the sky, leaving this bleeding scarecrow of a man leaning against the road sign. The coffin drags behind you all as you ride to the right, to the east, to the border forts of Visage. And that is where we are going to end the first chapter of your journey. Thank you all so much. We will be back again next week with this colourful cast of characters, but in the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and
We're not done.
We have one little
Yeah.
yummy, yummy little treat for you.
I can't wait.
Everyone breathe. Everyone breathe.
Oh,
Great.
Yep,
a
tongue
mini
out.
little Lord Drop palate cleanser, just to transition us back to the real world. And I just wanted to show you the desert landscape around us all. If you're watching, this was a piece of art based on a location in America where you will have seen this. So many westerns have been set. Forrest Gump ran past it, even because we are Doctor Who. It's a place called Monument Valley in the Navajo Nation. The Navajo name for it is Tsebi Nziskai, and it was it's these tall monuments eroded away from what was once a grand plateau. Now these are all that's left.
Cool.
Which I think is quite fitting, and that's your little sprinkling of the Lord
And
Drop.
Shamini did the
Wow.
art.
Oh, and I did the art, and I looked it up.
You did the art? That's cool.
Oh, that's incredible. I didn't know you did that.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. We have been the RP Geeks with our wonderful guest players, Superdillin and Drak, and our lovely guest GM, Edward Spence. And we will see you
Yeah, sorry. Looking at the other day.
next time.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.